Good morning, boys and girls. Let us try to understand past perfect tense today. Right? So, for present tense is concerned, we have learned present tense and then we have learned past simple, past continuous, and today past perfect tense. Okay? Now, see the first sentence that is displayed on your screen is I met him in New Delhi in 1996. I had seen him last 5 years before. Now, when you see this particular sentence, you have two parts. First, I met him in New Delhi in 1996. This is simply past simple sentence. I had seen him last 5 years before. And this is past perfect tense. We are using past perfect tense along with past simple in most of the cases. And past perfect is considered to be the earlier action than what is called past simple. Again, see this. I met him in New Delhi in 1996. This is the later action, and I had seen him last 5 years before. This considered to be earlier action. Okay. Now we will try to understand it. We will see its usage, etc. later. But let us first try to understand the formation of how to form this past perfect tense. Right. Now see here, the first sentence, affirmative case, affirmative sentence. You are using subject, and then you are using had, and v5 is considered to be perfective form of the verb plus rest of the sentence. Okay, let us see first sentence here that is displayed on your screen here at the bottom. She had sung a song. She is your subject. Had sung is had, you are using it in past perfect plus you are using v5. Now if you see the base form of sung is actually sing, then it becomes sings, can be v2 form or s form of the verb. Then you are using sang, it is v3 form or past form of the verb. Then you are using singing, progressive form of the verb or v4 of the verb. And then here v5 sung, that means she had sung. She is subject, and had sung, had is your auxiliary that is always used in past perfect, and then sung is considered to be v5 plus a song is your objective case. Okay, your object, and this is considered to be rest of the sentence. It becomes the affirmative sentence. She had sung a song. Okay, now this is affirmative sentence. This is the construction, how to construct affirmative sentences in past perfect tense. Okay, now boys and girls, see another sentence. Subject, you are using subject in negative cases, and had not, with this particular auxiliary word is called had, and you are using inserting not with it plus v5. You are always using it in past perfect cases plus rest of the sentence. Here is a sentence at part 2. You can understand negative case. I had not eaten a cake. Now I is considered to be subject. Had not is your auxiliary, that is used for negation, and eaten is v5 form of the verb. V5 form of the verb. A cake is the rest of the sentence, and this becomes the negative case. I had not eaten a cake. If you combine both the sentences together, it becomes affirmative plus negative. It becomes you will call it assertive sentences. Okay, now see another sentence, sentence third. How to make interrogative sentences in past perfect cases. Had, you are using had first plus subject plus v5 plus rest of the sentence. And if you see it in the at the bottom of this screen, had she sung a song. Had is your subject, had is your auxiliary verb that is used to raise questions in past perfect, and then she is the subject. Sung is v5 plus a song is considered to be the rest of the sentence or a objective case. Had she sung a song, it is considered to be interrogative sentence. Okay, now see another what's called a negative interrogative. You are using had not plus subject plus v5 plus rest of the sentence. Now here, had not I played hockey, had not I played hockey, or you can say sometimes hadn't I played hockey. Both are permissible, right? Now this is the short form. Hadn't I? I is subject. Played is V5. This is not V3. Okay. And then you are using hockey. That means hadn't I played hockey? It is negative interrogative sentence. Or it can be used like this. Had plus subject plus not plus V5 plus rest of the sentence. And here at the bottom, had boys not played hockey. Had is considered to be your auxiliary verb that is always used in past perfect cases. Boys is your subject, not always for negative cases. And played here it is used as V5 case, and hockey is considered to be a noun, or you can say the rest of the sentence. Hadn't boys had boys not played hockey, it becomes negative interrogative case. Okay. Now, boys and girls, I simply mean one thing. In present perfect cases, you are using have and has plus V5, always in present perfect cases. Here, with each and every subject, whether singular or plural, whether first person, second person, third person singulars, or the plurals of all that, you are using simply had. That means the formation of this particular sentence is very easy to remember. You can easily, pick it up, you can grasp it. You are always using had, and had is considered to be some sort of dress with past perfect, right? Had plus you are using V5. That means if you want to recognize, any sentence, whether it is a past perfect or not, the easy way to recognize is you have to identify whether had has been used or not. If had auxiliary is there, then you have to identify just one thing, that is V5, whether the verb is in V5 case or not. If it is in V5 cases, obviously it's considered to be, past perfect tense. Okay. Now let us try to understand the usage of past perfect tense, and this is very important to understand. As I made it clear, I am again making it clear. See this sentence: I met him in New Delhi in 1996. I had seen him lost 5 years before. The past perfect tense describes an action completed before a certain moment in past. Before a certain moment in past. Certain moment in past is here. I met him in New Delhi in 1996. If you see another part, I had seen him lost 5 years before. Here, past perfect tense describes an action completed, but this is considered to be the earlier action. It is completed, obviously completed, and then your this first part that is displayed here, I met him in New Delhi, is considered to be the later action. Understand? This is the perfect usage of past perfect tense. You're always you are using past perfect tense with past simple tense. Past perfect is considered to be earlier action. Past simple is considered to be later action whenever you are using it. Okay. Now see another certain sentences. We will try to see what is, what happens during this. Now see this. When I reached the station, the train had started. When I reached the station, the train had started. So I couldn't get into the train. You understand? Let us suppose when you reached the railway station in Delhi, the train had started. Right? So what happened? So you are not in a position to get into the train. That is why if you see had started is considered the earlier part of the action, and if you see when I reach it, past simple, it is considered the later part of the action. Later part of the action. You understand? Again, see another sentence. I had done my exercise when they came to see me. I had done my exercise when they came to see me. Okay? I had done my exercise, earlier action, and that is completed in all respects. When they came to see me is considered to be the later action. Right? Now the later is obviously past simple. I had done my exercise. This is past perfect. You understand? Here another sentence. I had written the letter before he arrived. I had written the letter. Past perfect, past perfect case. I had written the letter before he arrived. Before he arrived. Later. So before he arrived, obviously past simple. I had written the letter is considered to be, past perfect. Now, past perfect here you can easily understand is considered the earlier part of the sentence, earlier action as well, and the action that is completed in all respects, and then you have past simple. Now, here, if two actions happen, now this is very important to understand. If two actions happened in the past, it may be necessary to show which are happened earlier than the other. If you have two actions that happened in the past, you have to show both actions earlier and the other and the later. The past perfect is mainly used in such situations. This is considered the perfect use of past perfect tense. Okay. Simple past is used in one class and past perfect is used in other class, right? Now you may have two sentences, you may have two clauses in a sentence, right? And at that time what happens, in one clause you are using simple past and in another clause you are using past perfect, right? Now certain again two sentences, try to understand these two sentences as well. I wish I had told him to shut up. I wish I had told him to shut up. When you say I had told, it's past perfect tense. Okay? I wish I had told him to shut up. Another sentence. I had hoped that my son would marry. I had hoped, again past perfect tense, that my son would marry and settle down, but that is not to be. Okay? Now both the sentences you will find some desire is there, some wish is there. You are basically, you are demanding something, and that too earnestly. This is, when we are using past perfect tense. Again, see this. The past perfect is often used to express unfulfilled wishes. Unfulfilled wishes. At that time, you are using past perfect tense, right? Where you have unfulfilled wishes, hopes, etc. And I believe now you have understood the usage of past perfect tense. Boys and girls, I am leaving you here. We'll meet you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye. May God bless.